G'day guys and girls, this is Stephen Baker coming to you live from Melbourne. First of all, welcome to this training website. This website's been put together to help anyone go through the basic steps while building your business in the early stages all the way up to going professional. So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. So we're going to take you through the first 48 hours. We're going to break it down into the simple steps, how to launch your business and then get professional. So going into the early stages of your business, we're going to go through business basics and then getting started within your first 48 hours through to the launch and the going professional. But we're going to really break it down for you, what to do from day one, the steps that you're going to need to take when building the business. So we all know this business is about relationships and duplication and basically keeping things simple. So, but first of all, congratulations of stepping outside of what we call the normal and wanting to do something special with your life. So you have made an awesome decision, and we're really excited about having you on board. But the first thing that I'd really highly recommend is, we know you're excited and you've just got into the business, you're new, but going through these steps, even just for the first 48 hours and doing a little bit of training, because the worst thing you can do is go out and do things the wrong way. And these steps basically take you through the landmines that a lot of the leaders have already been through. So I've made a lot of mistakes building my business. And the first thing was going around and talking about it before I knew the best practices. And I didn't know that people were going to be negative out there. So I just want to warn you before you go and talk to anyone. There's going to be 3 different kinds of people that you talk to in this business. The red apples, they're the ones that just say yes. They're like you. They're the go-getters. They're delicious. They're the ones that you want to talk to all day, every day. But the red apples, they're the ones that you want to find. Green apples, they look great, but they're a little bit sour. You might talk to them and they might be a little bit negative. The rotten apples, and believe me, there's a lot of rotten apples out there. There's a lot of negative people. For me, they were disguised as my best friends and family. I went to talk to my best friends about it, and they said I was crazy. So I just wanted to warn you, even if you're going to talk to your family and friends, be prepared for a bit of negativity. A bit of people don't know what you know. You've obviously been through some audios and training to actually make the step of jumping into this business head first, but they don't know what you know. So just be prepared for a few rotten apples out there. And 100% of people go ups and downs in this business. So be prepared for a roller coaster ride. I've been in this industry for 6 or 7 years, and I've had some ups and I've had some downs. It's the same as everyone that joins this business. So you'll have some unbelievable ups in this business, and then something bad might happen. But believe me, the roller coaster ride gets gradually easier and easier. And then like that big slope at the end going down, once you hit that big slope, and it is a very exciting feeling. So the first thing, I love that photo. The first thing I wanted to talk to you, this is my philosophy and that of probably 100% of the leaders that I've spoke to worldwide, the top leaders, $1 million earners. The biggest tip that I've got over the years is keep it simple, stupid. And that makes up KISS. So you remember KISS? So you want to build this business in a way that anyone can do it. So they plug in. That's what this website's designed for. You don't have to know anything about anything. You plug into this system, and this is for you to help your new enrollees come in. So you go, look, I don't have to learn everything. I've got this website. You can come in. I'll send you the steps, and you can just go through like I did, and then let's build this thing. Let's build this thing together. So keeping it very, very simple. Now, you should have been sent a welcome email with your login details. If you haven't, go back to your enroller. Make sure you get that email. Get your username, which is your URL, and your password. So you know how to at least log into your back office. You don't need to know anything about the back office at this stage. But get ready. There he is. There's my main man, Arnie. So get ready. So this website, these early steps are prepare you for what's ahead. As I mentioned about the landmines. I've stood on all the landmines for you. Your leaders have stood on the landmines for you. They know what works. They know what duplicates. They know what doesn't work, more to the point. So these steps will ensure that you have the best chance that you can build something that's long and long lasting and going to be around forever. So your first step, print the checklist. You should have already done this from your email, but if you haven't, go and print the checklist right now. And I'm going to check these off together as we go through these stages. Product package order, that's going to be the first step, so tick that off. You should have a product package on the way. You've got to be a product of the product to build this business. You have to be a walking billboard. So personally, I take all the products in our range, AMP, Infinity. I've had them this morning. So I use the skincare. I want to look and feel my best. So when I talk to someone, they think, what's Stephen on? He is looking good. He's feeling good. I just ran a marathon last week. People are asking me how I actually did that with no training. I said it's because of these amazing products I'm on. So be a billboard for the company. Get to know how to use the products. So we've got some attachments there in the checklist showing you how to use the product. So be a walking billboard for your business. It makes things a lot easier. If you're serious about building long-term residual income, you need to have Autoship. If you're just going to be a customer, just want some part-time income, that's fine. But if you want to be in this, for life-changing income, set up your Autoship. This will ensure you get the product on a monthly order, and it will keep your business alive. So your team commissions and your matching bonuses, which we'll go into later, if you've got your Autoship alive, you never have to worry about ordering products. So we've got a back office video that explains how to set up your Autoship. Choose whatever product. I have the reserve gels coming in for my Autoship, but I change that each month. Order these audios, guys. These are the best 2 audios that I have heard in the last 7 years of this industry, and so many leaders recommend them. So get on. We've got a link there for you to buy GoPro. It costs you about $10. I buy them in bulk and give them to my leaders. So that's an option if you want to do that. Your first year in network marketing, I've got the audio, but you can get that. I think we might have a paperback thing for you there. But order those. Books, order. If you're a reader, get the books, but order those right now. Press pause, get on Amazon, and order those. They have absolutely changed my business since I've got onto those books. Plug into the systems. We've got this training website that we've spent countless hours putting together with help from my sister Vicky and Taylor. So use this as a weapon by bringing people on. Tell people that you're prospecting that you've got an unbelievable training website. You don't have to learn anything. You can plug people straight into it. Get involved in our team Facebook page. We'd love you to be active on that. Use your upline for 3-way calls and support, and come to every session that you can. Get on every webinar. If you're new, which you probably are listening to this, get on every webinar. Monday night, which I'll go through pretty soon. I'll go through that right now. Like the Jeunesse Global South Pacific Facebook page. I'll keep on saying it. Press pause. Go and find this page on Facebook and like it right now. This basically can set your whole year up. You can find out the events. You can see down the bottom the events tab. That's got every live event all over Australia. The leaders have done everything for you. All you have to concentrate on is inviting to these meetings and events, and make sure you get to any live event you can in your area. Register for next Monday night's webinar. So you've liked the page, so you'll get updates with the Jeunesse Global South Pacific Facebook page. Scroll down, find this photo. So it might not be at the top of the page on the Jeunesse Global, but find this photo. Then this will come up underneath the photo. You'll click see more, and then you'll attend, or you'll register for the next Monday night webinar. Webinars are vital. I've listened to hundreds of them over the years, but every time I pick up something new, and they're live. So this is something you can invite your new people to. So you don't have to be a presenter yourself. Invite people to listen to the opportunity. Let the professionals do the work. So that's the link that you're looking for. Click on that. And you can share that link on your Facebook to your friends. You can email it out and say, look, get online at 8:30 next Monday night. You can hear about the opportunity, vital for your business. Download J Mobile. This is an app on your phone. I take my phone around the world. I can build my business from anywhere. I can sign up people. I can send them little videos on the product that I might see, about the pay plan, anything you want that's in there. It's got your whole back office system, so you don't even need a computer. You can actually take your phone and have that. So download that and get organised. I've mentioned about the live events. Now, I set up my month in advance. I set the live events, which ones are coming up. I'll invite to each event, make sure I've got people at every event around Australia. So it doesn't have to be in wherever you're living. You can invite people. And we've got some international as well. So highly recommend buy a diary, or if you're an online nerd like my sister, get a calendar set up, and just be organised on when the live events. So you should never be going to your enroller and saying, "Oh, when's the webinar? Where's the webinar link?" You should know you've got the webinar link now. You've got Jeunesse Global South Pacific, and you know all the events. Now, I was annoying my enroller early, saying, "Hey, where's his link? Where's it?" And he said, "Steve, look, if you're going to duplicate this business, you've got to take ownership of when the meetings are on, and basically go to the page and find it yourself." So when you do build a big organisation, when you've got 100 people coming to you asking where the webinar link is, it can get pretty frustrating. So make sure you start your good practices early in your business. Be social media savvy. You don't have to be a genius on it. You just need to set up a Facebook account if you haven't got one, and plug into the team. We've got so much good training that online. We have our team Facebook pages where we all connect, we all help each other, we all support each other. And don't make your Facebook page an advertisement. I've got a great video about social media, but don't set up a page that's just got a big picture of the products in your head and think that's going to build your business for you. It just does not work. All right, so that's the business basics. So now we're going to talk about getting started in your first 48 hours. So that's first 24 hours. The people that are doing that quickly, setting up all those things, they can do that in an hour if they want. But set it up as quick as you can, and let's get stuck into the next 24 hours to take us to the 48-hour mark. The first step is understanding what network marketers do. So as I mentioned about the Facebook page, we're not going out and just forcing products on people. If you're a seller and a convincer, like on the left here, it just doesn't work. 98% of the population hate being sold to. 98% of the population hates selling. So if you're doing that, you've got basically zero chance of building a business. So all we're doing is sharing information with people, offering an opportunity, and basically we're promoters. So instead of convincing, share information, share your story. People will join you in the business. If they don't join the company, they'll join you. So we'll talk about the story a bit later on, but understanding that this business is not sell is absolutely vital. Be really clear on why you do this business. Every network marketing company will talk about your why. This is vital. I've got my list of whys written up on the board right next to where I work, and I know why I'm building this business. Every time I see this list, it drives me every day. You might have a family. That might be the reason you're building this business. You might not be enjoying your job. Everyone's why is different, but we've got a checklist of things where you can write that down. But get that on paper ASAP, and commit to being successful because of your why. Your why has got to be something that drives you. It's something. My why keeps me up at night. Sometimes I want to just get up and keep building this because I've got huge dreams, huge vision. So make sure you really know why you're building this business, and determine your goals and start a vision board. So this is Taylor's, one of our superstars from Australia. That's her vision board, and she adds to that. Now this is not just something that you just do and it just sits there forever. You can add to that. If you think of something, you've got a dream, put it up there, and then set a goal. It's a dream until you set a goal and a time and a date, and it turns into a goal. So determine your goals, start a vision board, press pause, go and cut one bit of paper up now with something that you want, and just plug it on the wall right now, and that's the start of your vision board. Then you can add to that. You don't have to do it all now, but that's a step. You can't tick this step unless you start your vision board. So find a photo right now, plug it up, and then you're on your way. Making a time commitment is vital for your goals. So if you're setting a goal, you want to be a sapphire in the first 6 months, make that time commitment on how long you're going to take to hit that goal. Because if I've enrolled someone and they come to me and say, look, Steve, I want to be a diamond, I want to do it in 1 year, but I can only put in 1 hour a week, I'm going to tell that person that they're kidding themselves, and you better get your goals in line with your time commitment. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. So you've got to be really realistic when talking to your people. When you start building a team, talk to your enroller, and you've obviously put your time commitment in. But when you start bringing people into the business, get their time commitment, and you'll know what's possible. the longer that you get on the webinars, you'll hear the stories, you'll hear our success stories, then you'll know, what's possible in this business. It's possible to get to diamond in a year, but I highly doubt if it's going to be done in 1 hour a week, unless it's a huge fluke. So get your time commitment, your goals in. Told my sister I wouldn't put this in, but I've snuck it under her radar. But become a student again. My sister said no to network marketing for 6 or 7 years while I was actually being successful, but she's taken the reins now. But what she's had to do, she's come from 10 years of corporate. She was a HR manager, so she's had to basically not forget everything she's learned, but she's had to learn whole new strategies and keeping it simple. So she's gone back to school. She's gone back to network marketing school, and she started from scratch. She's gone through these processes, and in just under 1 year, being able to quit her job after a year and do this with me full time is pretty special. So be a student again. You don't have to have any experience to start, but don't reinvent the wheel. The leaders have put this together, and because we know what works, and we know what duplicates, and we know what builds a long-term business. So being a student means a bit of research. I love audios. A good friend of mine, Benny, got me on my first audio, The Magic of Part-Time. I loved it, and that just started my personal development journey. So these 3 audios I highly recommend. We might have a few on file for you, but The Magic of Part-Time I just found on YouTube. Making the Shift, I think we've got a link there for you. Brilliant Compensation. If we haven't got that for you, make sure you find these audios. You might have to buy a few of them. We'll have the links there for you. So those 3, just start listening to them in the background. I have them in the car. I use my downtime wisely. I'll never go for a drive without having something that I can learn. So turn the music off. If you're serious about this business, turn the music off, put an audio in your car, and you can learn just while you got on your downtime. It's pretty important. Your business building tools are vital. So without a phone or computer these days, it's going to be a slow grind for you. So order your business cards. We'll have a link for you there in the checklist to get some business cards on the way. It's actually a statistic that if people get business cards, they stay in business 3 times longer. It might be because they're doing better. I don't really know. But get a business card. You can hand a business card out, but I must stress that it's more important to get business cards off people than just to go and hand out 1,000 business cards. But have your phone, your computer all set up for business. Get a little quiet space at home. Some of our other tools that we use, Zoom, Skype, WhatsApp. So these are for basically a worldwide business. And even in Australia here, I'm in Melbourne, but I've got a lot of team up in Queensland, over in Perth. We jump on Zoom, which is an online meeting platform where we can all get on and chat. Skype, obviously, vital. If you can get face-to-face with someone in this business, it's a lot more powerful than just getting on the phone and actually not being able to see their face, their body language. So get all your tools ready. Talk to your enroller if you can't find them, but mostly you can Google all those tools. Start your contact list. Now, this is your basically the backbone of the business is your contact list. And if you haven't got many friends, don't worry about it. The social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, you can find new friends. Believe me, I just met a guy on Facebook yesterday and I had to hit a tennis with him. Your contact list, start it. I actually hand wrote one out, but now I've got one online. So I kept on losing my diaries. I'm not very organised, but now I've got an online one. It's on my computer. If I lose my notepad, it's gone. But I've got one on my computer. My goal is to add 3 new friends a day. I might just find them on Facebook, but keep adding to your list. Start it right now. It could be just one name. Start with your family. We've got a memory jogger there for you. So, but try and get 100 names down in the next 24 hours. So go through your phone, your Facebook, your Hotmail, and you should be able to come up with 100 names. But you don't have to contact those people. This is just starting the list. Learn how to share the products, and this is the first step in inviting. And this is so simple. Hey, I found this new amazing product. I'd love you to give it a go. And then you might add on, there's 100% money back guarantee. Do you trust me? And when I talk to my friends, I say, hey, look, I'm going to do this weight loss system for a month. I'd love, you want to do it with me? I'd love to have someone to be accountable to. So you can always find someone to share the product with. You might have a friend, their skin might not be too flash, or you might have a little bit of a chubby friend that you might need the weight loss product, but say it in a good way. Hey, I'm doing this weight loss system myself. I'm looking for someone to team up with. Will you give it a go with me? So sharing the product with one friend is the first step. So we just want you to find one customer in this business. Could be skincare, could be weight loss, could be nutrition. Now, whatever it is, it could be just a family member that will have a go at the products just to basically help you out. But finding one customer, that's our first goal in the business. And learning the back office systems. We've got a back office video, but our first thing in the back office is learning how to lock placement. Jeunesse has a binary compensation plan, which is left and right. So you've got to put people in your left team or your right team. That's very simple. Now, to lock placement, that means change to the left and the right. This is how you do it. So you go into your back office, you've got your username and password there in your email. Go to My Profile, and you'll scroll down on the right here. You can change your password, you can change your email and address, all that kind of stuff. But lock placement, you choose right or left, or whichever way. But we'll have a video that explains what side to. We have got a video that explains what side to put your first customer. But make sure you submit changes down here. That is vital. Otherwise, it's going to stay automatic, and you won't be controlling where your people go. So, locking placement, finding your first customer, and watching the locking placement video and the back office video, and that's it. Once you've found your first customer, you have finished the getting started first 48 hours, and now it's time to set a date for your launch. Now, it's not compulsory to have a launch, but any leader that I've worked with has started their business with a launch. It could be just inviting a few friends around to your house, and we've got a video there that explains how to run a launch in step 2. But this step is only about setting the date for your launch. So pick something. It could be next week. It could be next month. But just set the date for your launch. In my opinion, do it ASAP. Strike while the iron's hot, and set your date and organise it. In step 2, we'll have all the information for you. But this is just about setting the date for your launch. So that's it. Congratulations. You are at the top of the class. So very simple steps, guys, but if you duplicate this moving your business forward, your team will grow, because keeping it simple, plugging people into the system, and duplicating these steps, and it really keeps people accountable. So if you've got someone coming to you that you've enrolled, I know you're new in the business, but you're in this business to build a business. If you've got your people coming to you and wanting your help, you say, have you finished step 1? And they say no. I'll just say, go back to step 1. When you finish step 1, I'm here for you. Obviously, if you need some help, I'm here to help. But go to step 1. Have you done that? So it's really keeps people accountable. It gives them something to start checking off the list. But that's about it, guys. That's J-Train getting started in your first 48 hours. Looking forward to taking the next step with you. Over and out.